I am not a wealthy person. I'm probably what many would consider a poor person. I live in a pretty dilapidated house, and I don't own this house. So people are like, why don't you invest in an expensive lawn, blah, 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 so forth. I'm not wealthy. I don't own the house, and I've lived here 14 years. I don't know how much longer I'm going to live here, but I can't afford to do a lot of things that a lot of homeowners, obviously do have. So more of a wild lawn, and that's all the houses in the area look just like mine within a 5 to 10 mile radius. I got what I got. All right, I'm getting requests, many requests back to back. Today I'm going to do my Toro. This is a very popular mower, the Toro Recycler Max. I've had it now since beginning of 2024. I did complain about the bounciness in the handle, but again, this handle has some suspensions, what Toro calls, built into it, some rubber bumpers, as you can see as I push down. It's got a little bit of flex, a little bit of a rubberish feeling. That's the suspension from the rubber bumpers that are right here. Just trust me, that they're there. If you go look at this mower and inspect it, you'll see that. And if they allow you to feel the handle, you'll feel some of this. You get used to it, so I'm not complaining about it now. It was just something I wasn't used to, so we're gonna move past that. I really like the mower. It is a pleasure to use. It's very smooth. It turns very well. It feels very light. It rolls really well. But I got some people asking some mulching today. I don't usually mulch. I usually just have a side discharge on because I just want to get through my mowing really quick. I'm not really concerned about feeding the grass, or this is not grass, it's wild vegetation. Let me just reiterate that. And when it rains and sun, it grows and grows and grows within a couple of days. I can mow it, it looks perfectly flat, it looks beautiful. And then I've got patches and different things, crabgrass and other nasty lawn life. And it just grows in different areas like crazy. So, grow like a weed. You've heard that term. Well, water and sun, the weeds just explode. So I got to mow this pretty often, about every 4 days, if I want it to look really nice. And I do like it to look nice, but you can make a crummy yard look kind of nicer. But yeah, so we're going to mulch. I don't want to go too much into it, but this has a little mulch. It doesn't have a mulching plug that fits in the back right here. You can either bag with it, you can put the rear discharge chute on it, but you need to have this door open or closed, okay? So this is how you do that. Down, it's gonna blow it out the back for the bag or the chute. However you wanna do that, the bag or the chute. Up, you're gonna be mulching. You don't have a chute on it and you don't have a bag on it. Now we're gonna mulch, but I'm gonna raise it up just a little bit, and this is where it gets a little confusing. It's hard to make sure these are in the right positions or the matching position. You gotta look, and then you gotta get back, you gotta get down, you gotta put it on flat ground on the concrete and make sure that it's level, because people will complain and say, you don't have your mower straight or level. How dare you? You can't review anything unless you know your mower and you do it right. Well, I try my best, and that's what I can do, is do my best. But I'm gonna move it over here to the flat ground, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure it's level. I mean, it looks level to me, front and rear. When you raise or lower, these go forward. Well, let me just tell you, they're opposite. So when you move this one forward, it either lowers it or raises it, and when you move it back, you move them apart. It's just not very easy, and that's why I like the new Eco mower. And some other mowers have this too. I'm sure Eco looked at other mowers and took the one handle quick adjust that raises and lowers the mower completely, perfectly, front and rear. One handle, none of this, all four corners. Get down, look down at it, make sure everything, get a tape measure out, measure the front, measure the rear. Okay, I think I'm good to go. One lever over there, and I really like that. It's one thing that I really like about the Eco mower, or the Eco new gas mower that I have. So I haven't started the mower in a few days, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 days. I don't know when the last time I started it was, but we're gonna pull it in. I've had some people comment that they used theirs, it was brand new, and they started up on the first pull, but then after that they were having difficulties starting it, and I tried to give my best explanation of maybe why that's happening. Well, let's see if mine starts. There's 1, 2. You just got to give it a really good pull. If you give it a weak pull, maybe that's part of the problem too. So here we go again. Before I mow, let me do a quick walkthrough. I know it's despicable. Why don't you seed your lawn? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I don't own the home, and this would be a weekly thing. All the lawns in the whole entire neighborhood look like this. So the wind blows. We have all these different types of little weeds that spread by wind, and you could have a pristine lawn, a beautiful lawn, spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and you've got to maintain it weekly for the rest of your life. And again, I don't own this home, and I can't complain about things. I'm very blessed, and I have fun making these videos. So there's my lawn. We're going to just look at it, and we're going to determine after I cut it, we're going to show you before and after. It looks like total crap now, but I think I can make it look better. Okay? We're going to make it look better right now. Okay, my point of doing all that loop-de-loop stuff was this mower handles fantastically. Fantastically. It's not a word, but we're gonna make it a word. It mows really smooth. It's very easy to turn compared to, say, the Eco mower. My gas mower is a little more energy pushed into the mower. It's like the personal pace just functions better. And I mean, as you push this down, it's easier movement, and it's more responsive. It's like this is tuned for the weight of this mower. As I push the mower weighs a certain amount of weight, and for me to push it forward, this has to be calibrated to that, because if this has too heavy of a spring system, when I push it, it won't engage until I really get there at the end. So I'm having to exert more push to make the mower go. This one is perfectly tuned. Right when I get on it, it starts propelling. And I like that about this mower. It makes it easier. Makes it easier to push, in my opinion, from pushing the Eco gas mower versus the Toro recycler. Max. It works very, very well, and it's very maneuverable. You can turn it really fast. The other one seems to be a heavier, a little bit more difficult mower to push. This is lighter, but it's very wide up here at the top. One thing I like about the Eco mower, or the Echo, is that it kind of, it seems like it tapers in a little bit, so it's a lot less bulky up here at the top, and it's narrower, but the mower is actually a little bit longer. So you just have to use them to determine which one you like. And I know that's difficult because you don't get to try them before you buy them. But this is a phenomenal mower. We're going to take a look at the grass. Yes, there are some little sections where it's getting bogged up. I'm going to put the handlebars down and show you underneath. Again, some people have commented that their Toro mowers will collect a lot of grass on the upper deck. Yes, this does that. Some mowers might be better at that. It doesn't really bother me. It's a little bit of a visual negative that you see, that you got a bunch of grass stacked on your deck. It should be, everywhere else but except on the mower. But yes, that is true. So let's go ahead and move these up. Put this in the lock position. Tilt it back. All right, this looks pretty good under here. There's no really clumped up grass. I did put my own edge on the blade and balanced it, so this motor is just, you can't even see it's running. It's so smooth. There's the port that's closed. There's just a little bit of grass built up right there, but all this looks good underneath. So I think that's a good thing for sure. All right, let's put it back up in the mow position. That was the stow position. This is fairly simple, easy to do. Let's see if it starts up, because if you put a normal mower in that position, you'd flood it out. See if it starts up. I like it how the birds follow me as I mow, and they come in and swoop in after I pass on the lawn, and it's to get easier access to the insects that are in the grass. They're all over the place when I'm out mowing. You can see them waiting, and as soon as I kind of finish in that area, they just come whoosh down on the grass, start picking at the insects. So let me just show you real quick what it looks like. So you're going to have to just ignore, I have an edger and a weed eater or a weed whacker or whatever you want to call it, that I get all the perimeter, get that knocked down. Looks nice, but it looks fairly good. I mean, you have a crummy house and a crummy lawn, you still got to mow your lawn. And probably, I don't know, 60-70% of America probably in the same situation I am, that 4 years we've been through, and affording groceries and food and gas. But yeah, there we go. This is an exceptional mower, and I just want to express that to everyone. I'm just going to touch on some differences because I am always comparing the two different mowers. I think that's valuable. This does not have as good as air cleaner system. This is a really generic, cheapy air filtration filter system. Just a really cheap Briggs & Stratton door, and on the a cover, and a pretty, you know, cheapy air filter. This one is an aftermarket air filter that I bought at Walmart for Briggs & Stratton, and it has a sock that goes on it that keeps the filter from getting extra filthy really fast. Highly recommend that. So the Echo mower has a much better, more professional grade filtration system, air cleaner. This just clips on, snaps on. It's not really affixed on very well. It has come off before and almost ran over it, but it just clips on. And the system to raise and lower is more difficult, but this mower obviously has a smaller motor, 163cc versus 190cc, so the Echo mower is a beast, and probably mulches even better than this one does, you know, at least cutting, because this is wet grass, as you saw, sticking to the bottom of my mower. And I mean, this is an exceptional mower. If you bought this, you would be very, very happy with it. It rolls extremely well. The wheels will just spin and spin and spin and spin. Those are high quality bearings. I don't know how Toro did that versus the Eco that have bearings in them too. You spin them and they make a couple of spins and then they stop. Fairly easy to start. Personal pace is phenomenal. It's really tuned well to the weight of the mower. As you push, it automatically adjusts to your walking pace, but it's very, very responsive. So I'm not having to exert any push to the mower like the Eco brand. I'm having to push it a lot more. That's my feeling. That's what I feel. So I want to express that to you. This is an exceptional mower, and if you get one, I know you'll like it. I do mention being a gas guy, but I do have this electric expanded Ryobi weed eater line trimmer that I've been using now for like 5 years. It works really well. I did go electric with this. All my other gas equipment that was from Echo got stolen out of my garage. My weed eater, my leaf blower, my sidewalk edger, everything got stolen out of my garage. So I went and replaced some of it with the Echo brand, and then the weed eater I just went with electric, and this has worked really, really well. But this does overheat and burns my arm. So it's not all, you know, wonderful things to say about this, but it does work well and it recharges. Inevitable, my shit yard. Sorry, I cursed on YouTube. I hit a big old freaking root back there in the back and just really shot up my blade right here. Just gonna touch it up real quick. Also to practice what I preach, keep a clean mower. I've already kind of washed it out, but I'm going to continue washing it out. Get the rear plug really clean right there, and on the back side too. On here is important too. Don't get a bunch of grass stuck up in there. That's the drive, the rear wheel drive. Get some of the dog poop off the wheels. Raise up the rear door here and get all this clean. The reason for cleaning this is moist grass, and usually green grass has moisture in it. You leave it sitting on your mower, it will start to degrade the paint, and then once it degrades the paint and you leave it sitting, grass starts to smell, it gets moldy, and it will start to rust and eat into your paint. It would take many, many years for that to happen, but it's still good to wash it off and keep it clean and keep it pristine. Of course, shop vac it, dry it off. Don't ever stick it away wet. Reversing it to blow air out. That's how I do it. And then I put it away. Yeah, but that's my video. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Brian. Welcome to my crappy lawn. And check back for more videos. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.